Hi everybody, and welcome to today's Teen Book Tuesday. I'm Lorie and I'm the teen librarian at Manlius Library, and I'm coming to you today from my teen room to talk about murder, horror, scary, spooky, haunted, ghost stories, all those things that go bump in the night and give you chills. We're going to start with #Murder Trending by Gretchen McNeil. This one takes place in the very near future. Citizens can now enjoy watching the executions of society's most infamous convicted felons, streaming live on the Postman app from the prison island Alcatraz 2.0. Dee Guerrera, our main character, wakes up in a haze, lying on the ground of a dimly lit warehouse, about to be the next victim of the app, found guilty of murdering her stepsister. But Dee refuses to roll over and die for a heinous crime she knows she didn't commit. After accidentally killing her would-be executioner in self-defense, she becomes an instant online sensation. Now branded #Cinderella Survivor and forced to portray a Disney princess for audience appeal, she forms a tenuous alliance with fellow inmates in a desperate attempt to unravel the island's secrets and expose the injustice of their situation, all while suspecting she was brought there for a specific reason. Her newly formed posse, named the Death Row Breakfast Club, needs to prove she's innocent before she ends up murdered for the world to see. That is, if the Postman's cast of executioners don't kill them off one by one first. This one is a biting satire of reality television and today's political atmosphere, and it's a tense, fast-paced story that balances gore, numerous people die in creative, occasionally graphic ways, with pop culture and dark comedy. Highly recommended. Our next book takes us back in history. It's 1809 in Malton, England, and Louisa Rose Ditton, a boarding school runaway, is barely scraping by telling fortunes in the market. When an old woman approaches Louisa with an offer of employment and a warm bed, she's soon on her way to Cold Thistle House, a place for the wayward and lost. There she meets the strange staff. Poppy, a girl whose voice holds terrible power, the tall, enigmatic Shijoki, who has a certain way with the dead, and the inscrutable master of the house, Mr. Morningside. She also finds friendship in Cold Thistle's new guest, Lee Brimble, who is there to research his claim to an inheritance. When Louisa discovers Mr. Morningside's motives towards his guests are anything but benign and that Lee may be in danger, she is determined to help. This is an atmospheric, gothic mystery horror. Something for everyone, and it's the first in a series. This one, realistic fiction. It's called One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. Pay close attention and you might solve this. On Monday afternoon, 5 students at Bayview High walked into detention. Bronwyn, the brain, is Yale-bound and never breaks a rule. Addie, the beauty, is picture-perfect homecoming princess. Nate, the criminal, is already on probation for dealing. Cooper, the athlete, is the all-star baseball pitcher. And Simon, the outcast, is the creator of Bayview High's notorious gossip app. Only Simon never makes it out of that classroom. Before the end of detention, Simon's dead. And according to investigators, his death was not an accident. On Monday, he died. But on Tuesday, he had planned to post juicy reveals of all 4 of his high-profile classmates, which makes all 4 of them suspects in his murder. Or are they the perfect patsies for a killer who's still on the loose? This one is fast-paced and suspenseful. It's The Breakfast Club mashed together with Pretty Little Liars with a good dose of mystery and murder mixed in. And there's a brand new sequel called One of Us is Next. Now for something truly creepy. It's called And the Trees Crept In by Dawn Kurtog. It's about Scylla and Lorie. When they arrive at their aunt's home in desperate need of shelter, at first, Aunt Kath is caring and attentive, but then everything goes awry. It becomes clear that the Blood Manor is cursed. And even though she knows it isn't possible, Scylla is sure the python wood is creeping closer to the house, along with the malevolent entity that is the Creeper Man. The isolated and decaying manor setting sets an immediate sense of unease, and the villain is both physically and psychologically eerie. Typographic manipulations and facsimiles of burned and torn notebook experts play into the psychologically unstable atmosphere. This is a creepy and thought-provoking modern Gothic that will make you question everything you've read. And now for something completely different. It's called The Agony House by Sherry Priest with illustrations by Tara O'Connor. It's about Denise Farber and her family. They've just moved back to New Orleans with her mom, and her stepdad. They left in the wake of Hurricane Katrina and have finally returned, wagering the last of their family's money on fixing up an old rundown house and converting it to a bed and breakfast. But nothing seems to work around the place. It doesn't seem too weird to Denise at first. The unexplained noises are a little more out of the ordinary, but again, nothing too unusual. But when floors collapse and deadly objects rain down and she hears creepy voices, it's clear to Denise that something more sinister lurks hidden here. The answers may lie in an old comic book Denise finds concealed in the attic, the lost final project of a famous artist who disappeared in the 1950s. Denise isn't budging from her new home, so she must unravel the mystery on the pages and off if she and her family are to survive. This one has it all. A haunted house, a killer ghost, and a long-lost comet come to life. It's creepy and it's good. And it's partly novel with a good dose of graphic novel mixed in. The Agony House. Highly recommended. I rarely pick a sentimental choice, but this time I did. Down a Dark Hall by Lois Duncan it's a personal favorite of mine, and this is the book that got me completely hooked on the creepy house subgenre of horror. Kit Gordy sees Blackwell Hall towering over black iron gates, and she can't help but think, this place is evil. The imposing mansion sends a shiver of fear through her, but she settles into a routine, trying to ignore the rumors that the highly exclusive boarding school is haunted. And then her classmates and friends begin to show extraordinary and unknown talents. The strange dreams, the voices, the lost letters to family and friends, they all become overshadowed by the magic around them. And it's creepy. When Kit and her friends realize that Blackwood isn't what it claims to be, it might be too late. This one is a classic paranormal thriller with a creepy boarding school as one of the main characters. I can't recommend this and other books by Lois Duncan. She wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer and that whole series of books as well. Can't recommend these highly enough. Well, there you go. 6 great horrors, creepy, spooky, haunted, paranormal, ghosty, murdery stories. Something for everyone. They're all a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed today's Teen Book Tuesday. If you are a teen signed up for the Manlius Library Teen Summer Reading Program, your secret code today is RAINBOW. Capital R, AINBOW. RAINBOW. Head on over to your account on the website or the app and click on the Teen Book Tuesday mission and enter that code on today's activity for your points. If you're not signed up, head over to our website and get yourself signed up today. It's not too late. And we have a program for kids, one for teens, and one for adults. So again, something for everyone. I hope you found at least one good book that you'd like to read out of this one. I am Lorie. I'm the teen librarian at Manlius Library, and you can find me here every Tuesday on the Manlius Library YouTube channel at 4 o'clock for some different book suggestions. Next week, we'll be talking about some books about friends and friendships and the ups and downs that those things have.